Okay, let's talk about something maybe we don't talk about enough. You know, that pressure. The one that comes from scrolling through your phone.
Mhm.
You see these couples, right? On Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, looking perfect. The matching outfits, the surprise trips, the whole couple goals thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's unavoidable.
But you have to wonder, is that real love? Or is it, just really good content?
That's exactly what we're diving into today.
Uh-huh.
Because, our sources are pretty clear, these platforms. They don't just show reality, they sort of shape it. They build this illusion.
An illusion of perfection.
Precisely. So our mission really is to try and peel back those filters.
Yeah.
Get to the real human side of relationships now in this digital age.
Right.
We'll look at how the illusion gets built, what's actually happening behind the scenes, and probably most importantly, how you can stay grounded in something, well, genuine.
Because, in 2025, you open any app and boom, it's there.
Mm.
These romantic skits, the super luxury dates, these huge smiles that look like they're just permanently fixed. It looks amazing, right?
Yes, visually.
But what the research is showing us, and this is kind of startling, is that behind those, perfect-looking reels, often there are relationships really struggling in silence.
It's a huge contrast. And the statistics, they really back this up. Our sources show something like 72% of Gen Z compare their own relationship to couples they see online.
Wow, 72%. That's high.
It is. And maybe even more worrying, 61% admit that scrolling through these feeds makes their own relationship feel, well, incomplete.
Incomplete. Oof.
Yeah. So when you put that together, it points to a pretty clear truth we found in the sources.
Yeah.
Most of what you're seeing online, it's production. It's not really connection.
It's a performance.
A very carefully crafted one, yeah.
So, okay, if it is mostly performance,
Yeah.
what's actually going on when the camera's off? What's the unfiltered reality?
Right. That's the key question. And when you look behind the curtain, based on what we've gathered, the reality is often starkly different.
How so?
You hear about things like fights happening right before they film that perfect moment.
Seriously.
Yeah, or doing multiple takes, reshoots, just to make something look spontaneous and real. Affection that's, kind of put on for the likes.
Performative affection.
Exactly. And also just sheer burnout. Burnout from constantly having to appear in love all the time.
That sounds exhausting.
It is. Because authentic love, real connection, it isn't always aesthetic, is it? It's often messy, it's raw sometimes. It takes work.
Yeah, definitely work.
But it's real.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Social media tends to show the highlight reel.
Not the healing.
Precisely. Not the struggles, the repairs, the quiet moments that actually build strength.
Just thinking about that level of performance is tiring. I mean, we've all maybe angled a photo, right? But this is another level entirely.
It really is.
We talk about comparison killing connection, and I think we can all sort of grasp that idea. But how does it actually play out? Like in day-to-day life, what are the maybe subtle ways this whole online thing starts to warp what we think real love is?
Yeah, and this is where you see the real emotional impact, the damage, if you will.
Okay.
There's this constant stream of perfect examples. It leads to, well, a few things. Unrealistic expectations, number one, about what your relationship should look like, feel like.
Right, like it should always be exciting, always romantic.
Exactly. Then there's this immense pressure to perform within your own relationship, to make it look good, maybe even for others, but also just for yourself, against this impossible standard. It could also lead to a lack of gratitude,
Yeah.
for the simple, genuine moments you do have, because they don't look like the highlight reel.
They seem less than.
Kind of. And you also see this pattern where couples start looking for validation from likes, from comments, rather than from the actual love and support within their partnership. It boils down to a really critical point from our sources. When your intimacy becomes content, you lose the connection.
That phrase really hits hard. When your intimacy becomes content, you lose the connection. Okay, for someone listening right now, maybe feeling a bit uneasy, what's the first sign? How do you even start to notice if your own intimacy is maybe shifting towards being content?
That's a great question. It often starts subtly. Maybe feeling a need to document every nice moment, or thinking about how a date will look online before you even go.
Or maybe feeling disappointed if a nice moment doesn't get a lot of likes.
Exactly. Those can be signals. And hearing from real couples who've actually navigated this, it's incredibly insightful. We gathered some perspectives from different places.
Yeah, let's hear some of those. What did they say?
Well, there was one couple from the U.S. who actually went viral. Huge attention. But they ended up breaking up.
Oh, wow.
They said the attention became addictive, like a drug,
Mm-hmm.
and the actual love just lost somewhere in the quest for more views.
Lost in the views.
Yeah. Then, completely different story. An Indian couple we heard from posts very little. They find their strength in privacy. They mentioned praying together, fighting things out, growing together offline. That privacy is their strength.
That's powerful too.
It is. And a German couple, they talked about trying to keep up posting every week, but they realized, they admitted, they were actually faking moments just to have something to post.
Faking it just to keep up appearances.
Mm-hmm. And finally, a Kenyan couple put it so beautifully. They said, our best memories aren't on our phones, they're in our hearts.
That really sums it up, doesn't it? The
Yeah,
difference between lived experience and curated display.
absolutely.
Okay, so those stories are illuminating. If you're listening and you want that strong, genuine relationship in 2025, how do you avoid falling into this comparison trap? How do you stay grounded?
Right, so moving towards solutions.
Yeah.
Based on what we've seen in the sources, we can pull out 5 pretty concrete strategies.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, define success privately. Decide together what a good relationship means to you, not what social media says it should be. Set your own internal standards.
Your own definition. Got it.
Second, post less, feel more. Be intentional about keeping some moments, maybe even most moments, just for yourselves. Protect that private energy. Keep things sacred.
Mm-hmm. Protect your energy. I like that.
Third, follow with intention. This is crucial. Curate your feed. If an account consistently makes you feel jealous or doubtful or ashamed about your own relationship,
Unfollow it.
be ruthless with the unfollow button.
Yeah, protect your peace. Fourth, celebrate private victories, the small things. You know, a kind text message, laughing together over nothing, a difficult apology that heals something. Those are the real building blocks.
The things that don't make a glamorous reel but actually matter.
Exactly. And fifth, kind of summing it up, aim to create connection, not content. Focus on being lovers, partners, friends for each other, not influencers documenting a relationship.
Be lovers, not influencers for each other. That's a great way to put it. It really shifts the focus back to
Yeah.
what's real.
Yeah. It's such an important reminder, isn't it? Your love, your relationship,
Yeah.
it isn't less real or less valid just because it's not trending on someone's For You page.
Not at all.
So I guess the final thought here is, in a world that's just saturated with filters, maybe the most powerful thing you can do is let your love be unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
It really doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful.
Beautifully said. And maybe something for you to carry forward, just to think about. What if embracing privacy, truly guarding those deep relationship moments, doesn't just protect them? What if it actually deepens the intimacy, the authenticity you share?
That's a really interesting thought to sit with. Protect and deepen.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week, we're shifting gears a bit. We'll be diving into how to heal from emotional neglect even when you didn't realize it happened. We'll be talking about childhood patterns, how they show up in relationships, and how to reclaim that sense of self-worth.
It's going to be an important discussion.
Definitely. And if this conversation today resonated, maybe think about sharing this deep dive with someone you know who might be caught up in that illusion of couple goals. Just a reminder that, you're not alone in feeling this pressure.
Absolutely.